Merida is renowned among U.S. and Canadian retirees for its world-class healthcare, top-notch safety rating, and cultural charms. But is Merida getting too expensive for retirees on a fixed income? Welcome back to Affordable Retirement Abroad. I'm Bill Hare, and today on GeoPension Journeys TV, we address the biggest question I get about the Yucatan's premier retirement hub. Can I even afford to live there? If you browse English language real estate sites or join US-dominated Facebook expat groups, the answer looks terrifying. You'll see renovated colonial homes or high-rise condos listed in US dollars for $1,500 to $2,500 a month. And if you're trying to retire on an $1,800 or $2,200 a month Social Security check, you think, I'm completely priced out of Merida. But here's the straight talk reality. You're not priced out of Merida, you're simply looking inside the Gringo expat bubble. Today we're breaking down the three-tier rental spectrum of Merida, from raw $150 a month Pueblo living to the $2,000 luxury bubble, and most importantly, the $400 to $800 GeoPension sweet spot, where fixed income retirees actually win. Let's start at the absolute bottom floor of the market, Tier 1. We have dedicated subscribers on this channel who swear by this approach, like John, who moved to a local pueblo called Santa Cruz Norte, just 20 minutes outside Merida's central core by bus. John's cost of living numbers are astonishing. He pays 2,500 pesos a month in rent. That's roughly 145 US dollars. His electricity bill runs around $6 a month. Trash service is under $2. And he catches a direct 20-minute municipal bus right into Merida's Central Plaza whenever he wants. Now, this proves the power of our core satellite framework. You live in a low-cost satellite town while offloading heavy healthcare, Costco, and airport infrastructure onto the major city just 20 minutes away. But here's the unvarnished truth. Tier 1 living is really bare bones. It means living like a working-class local. It usually means no air conditioning, just ceiling fans in 100-degree heat, raw concrete finishes, limited English. It means eating like a local, too. A big pot of beans on the stove, supplemented with veggies and pork grown nearby. Very low cost, but limited variety. For many North American retirees, Tier 1 is simply a bridge too far. Next, let's look at the other end of the spectrum, Tier 3, the Gringo bubble. This is the historic Centro neighborhoods like Santiago or Santa Ana, and the ultra-modern north like Temazon Norte and Alta Brisa. The rents here can run from $1,200 to $2,500 US dollars a month. Now, don't get me wrong, Tier 3 is gorgeous. If you have a $5,000 a month pension and you want an English-speaking landlord, a private plunge pool, close access to great hospitals, and a walkable expat cafe on your block, Tier 3 is great. Check out this mall that my local expat friend Steve introduced me to on my recent visit. This place would seem totally at home in Dallas or Denver. However, if you're living on a fixed Social Security income of $1,800 or $2,200 a month, paying $1,800 in rent is financial suicide. But you don't need to pay this Gringo tax to live comfortably and safely in Merida. Stay tuned to see how you can save $1,000 to $1,500 every single month on housing alone, keeping your total monthly cost of living comfortably under $1,500. But first, understanding how to bypass Gringo markup sites and secure affordable housing costs is the exact reason I wrote my new Amazon Playbook, How to Retire to the Yucatan on a Social Security Budget. It lays out a step-by-step framework for finding affordable local leases, auditing neighborhood safety, and managing your monthly cash flow in pesos. For the price of a mocha latte in Miami, you can help fund more of these on-the-ground scouting trips. Scan the QR code right here on the screen or click the Amazon link at the top of the video description to grab your copy today. Finally, welcome to Tier 2, the GeoPension sweet spot. This is where you find modern, comfortable Mexican living in established colonias just outside the expensive historic loop. Neighborhoods like Chuburná, Francisco de Montejo, Las Americas, or Caucel. In these neighborhoods, $400 to $700 a month rents you a clean, updated, 2-bedroom home or modern apartment. Crucially, you get mini-split AC units in every bedroom, hot water pressure, gated off-street parking, high-speed fiber internet, and quiet, safe streets. And you don't find these apartments on Airbnb. You search for apartments like a local on websites like inmuebles24.com, or you walk the streets in affordable neighborhoods looking for Se Renta signs. Here's some of the 1,857 apartments and homes for rent in Merida on the inmuebles24.com website recently. Look at these places. All are in the 7,000 to 12,000 peso range per month, which is around $375 to $675 US. Another way to find rentals at the prices the locals pay is in Facebook groups. But be careful. If you search in Facebook under Merida Real Estate Rentals, the top 5 results are English language groups averaging around 8,000 members. You can definitely find deals here, but it takes some hunting. And the pricing is usually in dollars, not pesos, meaning get ready for the gringo gouge. But scroll down and you'll see the next 5 groups are in Spanish, and the pricing is in pesos, not dollars. These groups are much, much larger, averaging over 100,000 members each. This is where the locals find bargains. And if you don't speak a lick of Spanish, no problemo. Check out my recent video, The One-Click Trick to Finding Local Real Estate Listings in Mexico, to learn a super simple browser technique to have Google translate these Spanish sites instantly, opening up the path to huge rental savings. So when you find these affordable rentals in the $400 to $700 range, you can live just 10 to 15 minutes from Merida's top private hospitals like Star Medica or Faro del Mayab. You shop at the local neighborhood mercado for fresh produce at local Mexican prices. But you can jump in an Uber or a Didi and take a 10-minute drive to Costco or Sam's Club whenever you need American goods. So which tier wins? It totally depends on your budget. Bare bones retirement on a $1,500 monthly budget is totally doable here, as is luxury living, where you may feel you never left Atlanta. But for fixed income retirees looking for comfort, safety, authentic Mexican culture, and air conditioning without blowing their nest egg, Tier 2 is the undisputed winner. If you want to dig deeper into actual on-the-ground grocery costs and healthcare realities in the Yucatán, head over to our companion series, GeoPension Logistics TV. To help guide you through the mysteries of Mexico real estate rentals and home buying, I've summarized my on-the-ground strategies, along with the major financial gringo gotchas like the remate bancario, foreclosure traps you must avoid, all into a free one-page download called the GeoPension Mexico Real Estate Cheat Sheet. You can scan the QR code right here on the screen or click the link in the pinned comment below to grab your copy. So I want to hear from you. Would you live 15 minutes outside of Merida Centro to save $1,200 a month on rent? Drop a comment in the thread and grab my book in the pinned link below. I'll see you in the next video.